Welcome to the firing line, ladies and gentlemen. If you have spent enough time behind the glass, you are going to witness a painful truth about the firearms industry. Just because a guy drags a weapon system out of a heavy-duty Pelican case, and that rig costs more than a decent used truck, does not mean he is going to print tight groups out past the 300-yard berm. I watch guys with absolute safe queens struggle every single weekend. They get entirely wrapped around the axle over those top-tier legacy brand roll marks. Do not misunderstand my point here. Those premium manufacturing houses build incredible hardware. But when you let a massive brand logo dictate your purchasing logic, you are walking right past some seriously capable bolt guns. Platforms that will deliver match-grade performance for a fraction of the sticker price. Today, we are ignoring the glossy catalog marketing noise. We are zeroing in on 5 bolt-action sleepers. These are the undercover tack drivers, the rifles that constantly collect dust on the gun shop rack, but will absolutely humiliate those overpriced boutique builds when the shot timer beeps. We are taking a hard look at sear engagement, action bedding structures, and cold bore repeatability. We are dusting off the hidden diamonds of the precision world. And let me spoil something for you right out of the gate. The piece of steel claiming our top position today? Its out-of-the-box ballistic capability is going to scramble your brain. Now, before we send our first round down range, if you are dedicated to protecting your family, defending our Second Amendment rights, and mastering your marksmanship, hit that subscribe button right now. We have a massive stockpile of knowledge to share. Let us get this countdown moving. Number 5. The Mossberg Patriot LR Hunter. Taking the 5th slot in our lineup is the Mossberg Patriot LR Hunter. Mossberg engineered this specific platform with one clear tactical objective, giving you serious long-range engagement capability without forcing you to drain your savings account. They built this thing around the raw mechanics of external ballistics, a rock-solid foundational chassis mated to a highly capable pipe. Up front, you are looking at a heavy, aggressively fluted barrel profile. Listen to me, those flutes are not machined in just to look cool on the rack. They serve a critical physical function. That fluting carves out dead weight while maintaining vital structural rigidity, cutting down on harmonic barrel whip during the violent ignition process. More importantly, it throws off heat like an absolute champion during extended range sessions. When you are truing up your ballistic data or running through a heavy string of fire, heat mitigation is the only way you prevent your point of impact from wandering off target. Moving back, the stock completes the accuracy equation. It runs a specialized rigid polymer chassis-style setup, complete with a fully adjustable comb for your cheek weld. That riser is not a luxury feature, it is mandatory. It guarantees perfect, repeatable eye relief and alignment behind your optic, every single time you mount the gun to your shoulder. If you are stretching your legs past that 200-yard marker, a sloppy cheek weld is going to cost you a hit. Inside the receiver, you have a straightforward push-feed bolt mechanism. It strips down fast in the field, and it runs reliably. Is it going to feel like a hand-lapped custom titanium action? Absolutely not. But when you are belly down in the freezing mud or blowing sand, you do not care about a glassy feel. You care that it chambered the next round. This rig is a massive value, packing heavy barrel contours and tactical stock geometry into a blue-collar price bracket. Pros: fluted barrel. The heavy contour fights off heat soak and locks in your cold bore consistency. Adjustable stock. That cheek riser forces correct shooting posture and scope alignment. Value proposition. You are getting entry-level precision rifle features for the cost of a basic hunting stick. Cons. Action feel. The bolt throw is definitely utilitarian. It works, but it feels a bit gritty right out of the factory box. Polymer magazine. The detachable box mag can be stubborn to lock into the mag well when you are under the clock. Trigger brake. The factory trigger does the job safely, but it lacks the snapping glass brake of a high-end drop-in unit. Number 4. The Sauer 100 Classic XT. Commanding the number 4 spot is the Sauer 100 Classic XT. This weapon system drips with legendary German precision machining. It delivers a level of manufacturing excellence that, quite frankly, gets ignored by the North American consumer base. This rifle was birthed for the outdoorsman who demands flawless mechanical operation and sub-MOA accuracy, without having to carry an excessively heavy bench gun through the timber. The receiver is where this Sauer truly asserts dominance. That bolt cycles with a shockingly smooth, nearly silent glide. It is a direct physical result of punishingly tight tolerances and superior steel finishing. If you are sitting dead quiet in a hunting blind on a frozen November morning, that silent, effortless cycling is a massive tactical advantage over your target. The heart of the rifle is a cold hammer-forged barrel. That specific forging process is famous for leaving a mirror-like internal bore finish, creating exceptional throat durability. That translates straight into repeatable pinpoint accuracy year after year, regardless of round count. The classic XT utilizes a traditional polymer stock profile. It is tough as nails. It brushes off severe weather changes, making it a trustworthy companion whether you are in the high desert rocks or down in the coastal swamps. But the true crown jewel here is the user-adjustable single-stage trigger group. You can dial that pull weight anywhere from a hair trigger 2.2 pounds all the way up to a heavier 4.2 pounds for gloved hands. That fine-tuning capability is everything for a precision shooter, allowing you to perfectly match the sear brake to your natural finger pressure. The Sauer 100 gives you fit and finish that rivals custom gunsmithing, while keeping the price tag well within the realm of sanity. Pros: action smoothness. It features a nearly silent, frictionless bolt throw, proving the value of strict German engineering. Adjustable trigger. The single-stage trigger allows for exact precision tuning without needing a gunsmith. Barrel quality. The cold hammer-forged construction guarantees sub-MOA groups and massive barrel life. Cons: stock feel. The polymer material is incredibly durable, but it lacks the premium rigidity of fiberglass or carbon fiber. Aftermarket support. Sourcing accessories or custom parts is significantly harder compared to massive domestic platforms. Price point. It commands a slightly higher premium than entry-level budget guns, which is the cost of superior machining. Number 3. The CZ600 Alpha. Locking in at number 3 is the CZ600 Alpha. This is the platform that completely disrupted the bolt-action market recently. CZ came out swinging hard with a radically engineered system, and they backed it up with a factory sub-MOA guarantee. It proves that genuine innovation is not dead in the bolt gun universe. This firearm is anchored by a highly unique, lightweight aluminum receiver block. That metallurgical choice aggressively cuts down your carrying weight, keeping you highly mobile when you are stalking through rough terrain. But the absolute showstopper is the modular, user-changeable barrel design. This setup lets the operator swap out calibers cleanly and safely while holding on to the rifle's original zero. Historically, you only saw that kind of modularity on ultra-expensive Tier 1 military systems, like the SRS or the AXMC. This adaptability makes the Alpha the ultimate do-it-all utility weapon. On top of that, CZ integrated a patented vertical safety selector. It allows you to manipulate the bolt to clear the chamber safely, or it locks the entire action down tight for secure vehicle transport. The control is dead simple and highly intuitive under stress. CZ promises this rifle will print below 1 minute of angle at 100 meters, right out of the cardboard box. That is a serious, confidence-inspiring pledge that tells you everything about their quality control standards. The CZ600 Alpha completely rewrote the playbook, injecting a classic manual action with heavy-duty modern modularity, without compromising the fundamental need for terminal precision. Its featherweight footprint and locked-in accuracy make it a wildly versatile tool, one that the general shooting public is heavily underutilizing. Pros: modularity. The quick-change barrel system lets you adapt your caliber for completely different threat or game profiles. Guaranteed accuracy. You get a written promise of sub-MOA performance using factory match-grade ammunition. Lightweight. The forged aluminum receiver and polymer furniture make it a breeze to carry on long foot patrols. Cons: new design. Because it is a freshly engineered platform, the aftermarket ecosystem for chassis and triggers is currently thin. Action. The bolt throw is dependable, but it can feel slightly bound up compared to a slick Tico when running the gun fast. Recoil. Shaving off that much physical weight means you are going to eat a lot more felt recoil, especially with magnum loads. Number 2. The Howa 1500 Hogue. Securing the number 2 position is the Howa 1500 Hogue. This system is the absolute definition of rugged, over-engineered toughness. It is built on a bedrock of brute strength and utter reliability, qualities that frequently get ignored by guys chasing flashy, highly skeletonized, safe queens. The beating heart of this Howa is its massive, forged steel receiver. It is ridiculously thick and durable, guaranteeing this weapon will survive decades of brutal abuse and the most punishing environmental conditions on Earth. Sticking out of that receiver is a premium, cold, hammer-forged heavy barrel, widely respected in the industry for locking in tight groups and exhibiting legendary service life. This is not a delicate target rifle. It is a blue-collar workhorse. The defining characteristic of this specific model is the Hogue overmolded stock. They wrap the core in a thick, rubberized, non-slip texturing. When your hands are numb from the freezing rain or slick with mud and sweat, that overmolded grip is the only thing keeping you in total control of the firearm. That locked-in grip directly enhances your trigger control and your overall weapons handling safety. The Howa 1500 also rocks a dedicated 3-position safety lever. For me, as an instructor, this is non-negotiable. It lets you mechanically lock the sear, but still run the bolt to extract a live round safely. For the operator who demands a bomb-proof, heavy steel build and refuses to compromise on terminal accuracy, the Howa 1500 Hogue is an incredibly potent, entirely unappreciated powerhouse. It just punches the clock and does the work, round after round, no matter how ugly the weather gets. Pros: Hogue stock. The rubberized overmolding gives you an aggressive, slip-free purchase on the weapon in the worst environments. Forged action. The solid forged steel receiver is practically indestructible, built to withstand immense chamber pressures. 3-position safety. The ability to clear a live chamber while the trigger remains dead is a massive safety upgrade. Cons: weight penalty. This is a heavy piece of steel. It limits your speed on foot, though it completely eats up the recoil impulse. Trigger wall. The factory 2-stage trigger is safe, but serious precision guys will usually swap it out to clean up the break. Aesthetics. It looks like a standard, unglamorous tool. It will not win any beauty contests at the local range. Number 1. The Bergara B14 Ridge. Taking the undisputed number 1 spot on our list, the Bergara B14 Ridge. This is the precision instrument that successfully bridges the massive gap between a $10,000 custom shop build and an off-the-shelf production gun. It has absolutely earned the title of the most lethal, highly accurate rifle that no one is talking about. Globally, Bergara is highly respected for manufacturing some of the most consistent, perfectly cut barrels on the planet, period. The B14 Ridge is built around a heavy taper, fully free-floated Bergara pipe. That specific piece of Spanish steel is the entire reason this gun shoots like a laser beam out of the box. It will consistently stack sub-MOA groups if you feed it quality factory match ammo. The B14 action utilizes a robust 2-lug bolt, but the genius of this design is its exact dimensional footprint. It is a direct clone of the legendary Remington 700 action. That gives you immediate access to the largest aftermarket support network on the planet. You can drop this barreled action into practically any high-end precision chassis ever made. The factory stock is a stiff, synthetic fiberglass blend. It creates a concrete-like bedding foundation for the receiver, killing any flex in the system and driving your accuracy potential through the roof. They coat the whole thing in a soft-touch epoxy finish, giving you a tactile, grippy interface regardless of the humidity. The Bergara B14 Ridge is the ultimate problem solver for the serious marksman. The guy who demands top-tier ballistic performance but refuses to pay the custom builder tax. It delivers the holy trinity of precision rifles: a world-class barrel, a glass-smooth action, and a rock-solid bedding system. Pros: Bergara barrel. You are getting a world-class, completely free-floated barrel that prints sub-MOA groups without trying. Remington 700 footprint. You have infinite modularity. You can swap chassis systems, triggers, and rails effortlessly. Action smoothness. The twin-lug bolt runs incredibly fast and smooth, easily going toe-to-toe with custom actions that cost $3,000 alone. Cons. Overall weight. It is a hefty system, perfect for barricade or prone work, but brutal if you are hiking up a mountain. Stock refinement. The fiberglass blend stock is structurally sound, but it lacks the elite feel of a pure carbon fiber shell. Factory trigger. The curved factory trigger breaks cleanly, but dedicated long-range guys will almost immediately upgrade it to a flat-faced aftermarket shoe. All right, we have put 5 of the absolute best, highly ignored rifles through the ringer today. For us, the winner is glaringly obvious. The Bergara B14 Ridge perfectly threads the needle between custom-tier accuracy and working-class affordability. It is hard proof that you do not need to max out a credit card just to ring steel consistently at 1,000 yards. The bottom line here, the real lesson you need to take away. Stop looking at the brand name and start looking at the internal engineering. Focus your budget on the barrel quality, the action lockup, and the structural bedding. Do not just blindly follow the herd and buy a roll mark. Invest in the weapon system that is going to fire, cycle, and hit the target every single time your life or your hunt depends on it. Jump down into the comment section right now. Tell me what sleeper rifle you have in your safe that shoots better than it has any right to. If this breakdown helped you rethink your next precision rifle purchase, smash that like button, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and share your thoughts below. Stay sharp, keep your powder dry, and stay safe out there.